Hello, fellow hitchhikers. This is mindlessbile here, apologizing that I completely didn't even notice that the new No Man's Sky trailer came out. Can't believe I missed it. I mean, I guess the pushback with last week's being put on and then put back off again, I assumed I had at least another couple days before it was to be released. But we're going to break it down here after we initially give it a show. As well, I'd like to note I got my new Audio Technica 2020 mic, and I am testing that out as well. But here we're going to cut to the video. Now, just like last time, we're going to break this down pretty much from start to finish. I may have reorganized things a little bit for ease of discussing the topics, and we had to get a little bit in detail towards the end because a lot of stuff flashes by that screen real quick, and I unfortunately had to render it down to thumbnails on watching it on my media player. So, you know, excuse me please for my crappy thumbnails that I took with the border around in the picture, but it's the best that I can figure out how to do on short notice here. So we're going to go ahead with our first clip. There's nothing really special in this first clip, just a couple of ship landings and a scan, but this second shot right here, I mean, that is beautiful, and people are still complaining about the graphics. Amazing. This next clip is perhaps my favorite. As we see our character come in to grab some silicate from some of the local wildlife, we see in the upper right corner a worm coming out of the rock. I mean, I love that. We got animals living inside of the plants now. Beautiful. Now we see our character mining for iron oxide in several different instances, and we also see the updated graphics now on the mining and the minerals as you're blasting through them. I mean, the amount of detail that they've added in such a short time is amazing. After seeing a little bit of space mining here, we actually see our ship land onto a very large space station and interact with, I don't know if it's a Kovacs trader or not, but we also see a gun on display on the side of the shelf here in the end. After our character opens up a piece of damaged machinery, he finds a wide beam adapter, a mining tool which allows you to mine multiple targets at the same time because of the width of the beam, which requires 20 units of iron, 20 of iridium, and 20 of plutonium. Now, before we move on to the really juicy, cool stuff at the end, we get a little quick space clip. Before we go into the Tano Yabu spaceship, equipped with such things as a phase beam, defense shield, pulse engine, launch thrust, enhanced cooling, and a bunch of other different things. We also see weapons health scan on the side, and now when we get the quick video clip change here, we see something overlaying it, but we also see that it has raised and enhanced the stats around it, so maybe that's an upgrade to the ship. Now we're looking at another ship while our character is trying to craft what is called Kyrite sheet, which is a light metal ship material that costs about 50 iron and is worth 125 units per sheet. Now we see our character preparing to charge his protection mesh in his exosuit, which we also see is equipped with life support and a jetpack. He has to charge his suit, which requires oxide in order to charge. We'll see him click up on the screen here in order to do that now. Once again, our character is rating machinery for a beam coolant system, which is used to lower the cooldown time of your mining laser, and which requires iridium and iridium to make. Next, we see him examining zinc, which is used to recharge the defensive tech in an inventory inside of the trading menu, as well as a fascination bead, which is used to increase the processing power of electronic organisms. Last, we come to a Kovac with two messages on the screen which say intercepted manufacturing facility signal, as well as new product recipe available. Now, one, other than the obvious stuff that I'm interested in, all the ship grades and all the other things, I really didn't go into any speculation about any of them other than stating what I saw. And also, I'm sorry for the poor editing job and everything I did here. I'm kind of rushing here because I wasn't expecting to do this, and I have the forest update to do as well and other things I'm trying to get done before the game's release. And plus, it's hot as hell in here without the air conditioner. It's like 90 degrees where I'm at. It's pretty awful. But two things that I'm really excited about and interested about is one, in that last shot when we look at the Kovacs trader, and I kept on calling him the Kovacs. I just assumed, since we've never heard any other names, that he's just another NPC in the world. He might not be a Kovacs. But it said intercepted manufacturing facility signal. Now, I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to over speculate and get any type of angry comments, but would that be, going to a mission or just finding a new location on your beacon? But could that be the end of a mission? Is that why you have the new product recipe available under there? Did you gain that as a reward for completing this mission, or is that just on there because it has been on there, while you were playing the game, and now the new message overtook it? Also, that fascination bead. It says it's used to, let me look here, I got it written down, temporarily increase the processing power of electronic organisms. Now, I'm kind of, why would you have that in your inventory? I mean, is that something that maybe one of the other scientific races use for themselves? Maybe they're electronic organisms, maybe they're talking about robots or something like that. Or maybe your AI, I don't know, maybe it's a type of organism. But I can't see how what you would be crafting would be involved in some type of alien or electronic animal out on one of the planets. So I'm very curious to see what that's about. Now, we still have the last trailer to look forward to, the Survive trailer. So once again, this is Mindless Bile. If you enjoyed this video, stick your thumb out and hit that like button, and subscribe if you want to hitch a ride with me, Mindless Bile, to the center of the galaxy.